Hey everyone, I'm Green with a quick video on Sanya Richard Ross. I'm formerly from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's always good to see when the ladies are no longer on the show and they can transition from being a Bravo levity to going back into the real world and doing whatever it is they have to do to make money and kind of get along. And so it seems like Sanya, after 2 seasons, she was not asked to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it seems like she's transitioning well. Listen, her new baby, first of all, she has a very gorgeous family, but that new baby is, oh my, so adorable. I would have loved to see, because I like to see like when the kids kind of grow up on the show. I would have loved to see it, but you know what? It is what it is. But what I really like is the fact that she is, handling this transition well and with grace. So we're going to hear her speak. Let me see if I could play this for y'all. We'll hear her speak and, kind of say it for herself, so to speak, how well things are going. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting, let me see if I could reset that for a second there. Okay, I should be able to reset it now and play it.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
I know you have so many businesses going on, and this partnership, new motherhood. How do you feel about not having cameras in your life anymore?
I honestly think God knows best, because I don't think I could have done everything that I've done in the last few months while filming the show.
Sure.
I was like, oh, it's no problem. Like, I'll have the baby and it'll be fine. And it will, people get to see that, because obviously when we started, we weren't sure we were going to have it.
Yeah.
And I was excited about that possibility. And then when it wasn't happening, I was like, this is a blessing, because it's been a lot.
Yeah.
And I really needed to be present. I needed to be present for my family and for my husband and for my eldest son. And inevitably the show really pulls you away. You have to be there and be committed. And so I think it was the perfect timing. I always knew when I started Housewives that it would probably be for a short time, because I do so many things and I say yes to life. And it was a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed interacting with the women. I loved meeting people. I found a great tribe through the Housewives. But I think it was the perfect time for me to move on and start doing other things. And I'm really excited about this next chapter and all the great things that I'm working on.
Were you surprised, though?
No, I wasn't, because, I feel like even before I joined the cast, the reason I joined the cast was for the same thing. They're trying to find the right group of women. And so, after, my last season, we had been on break for like almost a year.
Right. No, it's been a while.
And so for me, I had already started moving on mentally. There are other things that I wanted to do. And I really do think it is a really tough show to cast.
Yeah.
Because I think that the nostalgia of the show is that these women did start out all as really great friends. Or at least if they weren't, they had an opportunity to build and become really great friends. And now I do think that it's going to be really hard to create a show like that again.
Yeah.
Unless they start from scratch with women who are really friends, it really does take time for you to build genuine relationships.
No, it's so true.
And so for me, I feel like we were on that track. I know Marlo and I have become really great friends.
Really?
Yeah, Kandi and I keep in touch. But, I think that the show, it's really, really difficult to build the kind of friendship that I think makes a great show, in such a short period of time.
Right, yeah. Do you feel like maybe they should have given you one more season just to kind of feel that out a little bit? But, I mean, it's been such a long break now. It's been a while,
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it either way. I always, I am a person who really trusts the path of my life.
Sure.
And so, when I saw that it probably wasn't going to be happening anymore, I had already started to think about like what I wanted to do next and really, kind of emotionally move on from it. So no, I don't think it was about necessarily them picking. And I always say, just because you're not picked doesn't mean you're not chosen, right? So I feel like I'm chosen to go on and do great things. Yeah. And so, so I, if it would have happened, I do think that we could have continued to build something great, but it wasn't meant to be.
Sure.
And so, on to the next.
I love it. I'm going to pause that because we'll talk about that Kandi thing later. Kandi's show on The Wiz on Broadway is not getting the best reviews, but like I said, I'm actually going to go see it. I have my tickets already, so I'll give you my own personal take on it once I go see it. So listen, guys, we're going to get more into this Sanya Richard Ross story right after this. All right, guys, let me go ahead and share the screen. Let's get a little bit more into this story. So it might not have been Sanya Richard Ross' idea to exit the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but she's made peace with the decision. I honestly think God knows best, because I don't think I could have done everything that I've done in the last few months while filming the show. Richard Ross, 39, exclusively told Us Weekly on Tuesday, April the 16th, while discussing her partnership with Shane. I was like, oh, it's no problem. I have the baby and it'll be fine. And people get to see that, because obviously when we started, we weren't sure we were going to have it. I'm excited about that possibility. She continued, and then when it wasn't happening, I was like, this is a blessing, because it's been a lot. And I really needed to be present. I need to be present for my family and my husband and for my eldest son. Richard Ross was a RHOA cast member for seasons 14 and 15, the latter of which premiered on May 23rd. Housewives executive producer Andy Cohen announced on his Sirius XM radio show last month that Richard Ross, who recently welcomed baby number 2, would not be returning for season 16. Inevitably, the show really pulls you away. You have to be there and be committed. And so I think it was the perfect time, and Richard Ross told us, I've always known when I started Housewives that it would probably be for a short time, because I do so many things and I say yes to life. And it was a wonderful opportunity. I enjoyed it. Richard Ross, however, wasn't surprised that RHOA opted not to renew her contract. I felt like even before I joined the cast, the reason I joined the cast was for the same thing. They're trying to find the right group of women, she said on Tuesday. And so for my last season, we have been on a break for a while. And so for me, I have really started moving on mentally. There are other things I wanted to do. The Olympian did enjoy interacting with the women and meeting people during the RHOA stint, telling us that she still counts the woman as her tribe, and they all reached out after she gave birth in December 2023. Richard Ross shares sons Deuce, 6, and Asani, 4 months, with husband Aaron Ross. Marlo Hampton is the one I talk to every day, but Juicidor reached out, and Kandi Burruss, of course, reached out. Richard Ross told us, I have spoken to Kenya Moore a couple of times. For the most part, it's been really positive. While the RHOA ladies have remained friendly with Richard Ross following her show departure, she asserted it was the right moment to leave the Bravo franchise. I think it was perfect time for me to move on and start doing other things, the Bravo levity explained. And I'm really excited about the next chapter, definitely, and all the great things that I'm working on. While Richard Ross was ready to hand in her peach, she was caught off guard that Burruss, 47, also decided to walk away. I was super surprised, because I do feel like she's a staple on the show, but I'm so happy for her. Richard Ross told us, if you can be that honest with yourself and say, hey, why am I doing this? Maybe I should try something else. I gave her a lot of credit, because it is a difficult show to be on for so many years. There's a lot that comes at you from just everywhere. I think it is probably going to be a really good decision for her to just take a break from it, to just be with her family and to continue to grow as a businesswoman. I just wish her the best. Richard Ross also wishes the best for the returning RHOA ladies. I actually really do love all the women that I was on the show with. She noted, I wish them all great things, and I hope that this season is fantastic. I'll be tuning in and supporting. Well, you know what? That's a really, really nice thing to say. In addition to watching RHOA season 16, Richard Ross teamed up with Shan for a new collaboration. I just felt like such a perfect opportunity. It just felt like such a perfect opportunity. They're honoring women for Women History Month, and then to be able to do it with my mom and my sister, who are absolute icons in my mind. Richard Ross, Gus. You know, my mom has just meant so much to me and to my career, and my sister is the same. It was just really special for us, because we do life together, and it's fun when we can do really fun things like this, and we actually went through the collections together. She added, we picked pieces that I felt would work for all 3 of us, because I felt like all of us like different things, and our bodies are different. So we thought it would be even be more appealing to a larger audience of women. So to a larger audience of women. So I did see one of the commercials with
It's Macy's Star Money Bonus Days.
with her on Sheen, her mother, and her sister. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna see really quickly if I can pull up Sanya's her Instagram, so that y'all could see, because I believe she has it on there, if I'm not mistaken. Or I might have seen it on her mother's site, but I did see it, and I will say it's a cute ad. It's really nice. They had on like red, it looked like pleather pants. I don't see it on her Instagram, and her mom's name is slipping my mind right now, but it looks like a really nice collaboration. I'm really happy for her. I'm happy that she's able to move on and just live her best life in spite of not longer being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I'll stay connected with her. Anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get the opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to miss Sanya on the show, or do you think it was time for a whole new revamp? And do you think this revamp is going to give us the oomph that we was missing and the oomph that we need so we can stay tuned and connected for the entire season? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll chat back with you, and I'll see you in the next video.